welcome back to Midday with the Raj on 103.5's Best in Variety with Pat and Al. This is part 13 of Midday with the Raj.
Crazy. Let's go.
Only a few more episodes left, Pat, unfortunately.
No. The tears are strolling down.
Sounds a little sad. I want to try to get back here next semester, though. I want to get back on the radio. I love doing this. It's so much fun. And paycheck's involved as well. So
let's go.
Even better. A little extra money on the side. So today we got a lot to cover today, Pat. So
yeah, it's a big one.
This is a big show.
Buckle up, folks.
NHL playoffs. We'll start off with that. Lightning, or not the Lightning. We got all the playoffs I have are right in front of me. Actually, it's so much easier because with the real sports app, I can look up anything. And with the NHL, I got the Capitals and Canadiens. I got the Jets and the Blues for today's games, and I got the Lightning and the Thunder, or Lightning and the Panthers. Excuse me. I got more games with the Maple Leafs and Senators, the Golden Knights, the Wild, the Stars and the Avalanche, and the Kings and the Oilers. All NHL playoffs are in full swing right now, Pat, and so far it looks like there have been some bangers. Do you have any thoughts to what's going to happen the rest of the way?
Oh, I cannot lie. I have not seen a single game of the NHL playoffs so far, so I am going to kick this one right back to you. What do you think? Has there been any big storylines so far?
I don't really necessarily pay attention to the NHL, but playoffs are always fun. I mean, I guess I'll catch a game, here and there. I don't really pay attention to that, but I don't know. I think my friend said he thinks that the Stars are going to win it all. But I don't know. I don't know enough about the NHL, but you know what? I'll go with the Stars as well to win it all. They're currently up 3-2 on the Avalanche.
Actually, I will say I'm going to be rooting for the Avalanche. I have to because Cale Makar, shout out UMass, go you, the pride of the Minutemen, legendary defenseman.
Oh, well, there you go.
Go you.
But no, Pat, NHL playoffs are in full swing. I just mentioned all the series. I just wanted to cover that, get that off the board to start off. MLB, we got the Yankees currently at 18-12, a game and a half up on the Red Sox that are 17-14. The Red Sox are, yes, they are 17-14. Yankees are a game and a half up. All the rest of the teams in the division, I mean, I feel like everyone's either mediocre or good, Pat. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, it's still early, but you're starting to see a little bit of separation now.
AL East so far is, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's only really the Sox and the Yanks right now. I mean, both of those teams are really hanging in there, doing well. I mean, both of those teams had great nights last night. Yankees hit 4 home runs in a row in the first inning. They've done that twice this year.
Oh, my God.
Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, Cody Bellinger, and Aaron Judge all went yard in the first inning. That ended up with a Yankees 15-3 win over the Orioles last night. And for the Red Sox side of things, Duran, Devers, Bregman, Wilyer Abreu, and Christian Campbell all went yard in a 10-2 win over the Blue Jays last night.
Yeah, the bats have been hot for the Sox. My God, 10-2, 13-3. Let's go.
Great.
Giddy up.
Great wins for both teams last night as the Yankees look to get a series win over the Orioles today, as Boston's looking for a series win as well against Toronto as today in Game 2. Pitching matchup starters-wise for both squads, I will mention that as of right now because we're on the topic. We got Carlos Carrasco against Cade Povich for the Orioles, and for the Red Sox side of things, we got Giolito and TBD for the Toronto. But for the upcoming schedule, the Yankees have one more. They have an off day tomorrow, and then they'll take on the Rays back home. For the Red Sox side of things, they will have one more with Toronto tomorrow, and then they will be playing the Twins back home as well. So, looks like some could be series wins for both squads, maybe against a little bit of weaker opponents coming up with the Twins and the Rays.
Yeah, you wonder if the Sox and Yanks might be on a crash course for each other, way down.
Yeah, my friend was saying it could be 2018 all over again when those two teams were the best teams in the league. I mean, it
always makes the league a little more interesting.
I mean, it could, but it's too early to say anything like that.
True,
so,
true.
I mean, we got so much time left. So
True.
you can't pivotal the season on 1 month.
Except
so.
maybe the Orioles. They might be fading into oblivion fast.
Orioles are playing. They're not as bad as their record shows. They're just not playing up to their potential so far. So, but like I said, long season. So anybody can win 7 or 8 games in a row and get right back to where they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, and it could happen because my friend said they're playing the Rockies coming up after this. So that could be a series win because the Rockies are currently, Pat.
Oh my God.
4-25.
Oh my God. Stop the fight. Literally just give up the season. Oh my God. 4-25.
I think someone was making a joke with me yesterday.
Whoa, that is like the worst I've ever seen.
My friend
God.
was making a joke with me yesterday. Maybe they win 22 in a row to get back over the 500. And I was like, possible, but you have to pull some Oakland A's when they won 20 in a row back in 2002.
Wow,
So,
they've literally won 1 game on the road.
They are 1-9
Jeez.
in their last 8. So,
Oh, God.
tough start.
Hey, if you're a Rockies fan, go get a cheap ticket.
I don't know. I mean, it must be tough with sales as well. So
I'd be wearing a bag over my head. Oh my God.
yeah, I kind of feel bad for the Rockies. They're one of those teams that are small market as well. So I mean, I feel really bad. Just like the Oakland A's as well.
Yeah, that's
even though
too bad.
the A's are 500 right now, at 15-15. You know, we got a divisional. Like I said, the Yankees 1.5 on Boston. I know standings don't really mean anything right now, but. And then we got Detroit over Cleveland 1.5 right now. Seattle 5 games over 1 game over Houston, with Texas right behind it 1.5. The Mets are 21-9, despite the fact that Juan Soto's having a struggle start. The 15-year superstar, 70 whatever million he got, like struggling so far. But like I said again, you can't judge a book by its cover. It's only April. You say that right now, but look at in a few months, he could be batting 300 and have like 25 homers or more and having like a million OPS. You don't know what can happen. But Phillies 4.5 back. How about the Atlanta Braves, Pat? Started 5-14 and now 14-15.
Well, that just shows it right there. Yeah, it's still
such
early.
A long season.
There you go.
And I was talking with a family member on my brother's side that said they're going to win the World Series. I was like, you're saying this now, but it's only April. But the fact that they started 5-14, they're only a game under, cuts to show that they've had a good few weeks. I could tell.
Yeah, there you go.
Chicago Cubs 18-12, a game and a half on the Reds. How about the NL West besides minus the Colorado Rockies?
Oh wow, that is looking like a stacked division.
20-10,
oh my God.
19-11, 18-11, 15-14. Diamondbacks will have time to get that stuff back up. But on top of it,
Wow, that's a strong
Dodgers
division.
only a game ahead of the Giants.
Oh, that probably makes it even worse for the Rockies too. You got like 4 playoff teams in your division. That's
Hey,
a
man,
tough one to compete with.
And one of the playoff teams that are defending world champions.
Yeah, literally.
So, on top of that.
So you're not getting any breaks in the division. My God.
No, not at all. But, you know, MLB's in full swing, Pat, so I'm loving it. And, you know, we got a long way to go. Do you think the Sox take the series, win against Toronto tonight, and then go back to Fenway and take care of the Twins?
I'm gonna say the Sox keep rolling here. Why not? Especially if they can keep this hitting up. My God, over 10 runs the last 2 games. Let's make it a third. Let's go.
Could happen. So, but both are Yankees and Sox. Yankees 18-12, Sox 17-14. Rest of the division is below 500. I mean, I know the Rays are only a game under, and the Blue Jays are 3 games under, and then the Baltimore Orioles are 7 games under. But as of right now, none of that stuff really matters. So we have time. So don't give up hope at all. You know, crying out loud, the Braves were 5-14, and now they're only a game under. So like, I mean, come on, man. It's so long. So, but you know, I covered a little MLB.
It's nice that baseball's back. It makes it really feel like spring.
It does, because the weather the last few days has been great.
Oh, love it.
And I hope there's more to come.
Me too.
So, because I'm kind of sick of the rain and all this gook and all the terrible stuff. So, but no,
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting into that season where get ready for great weather, folks.
Let's go.
So,
Mayflower season. Here we go.
Yes, May is only 2 days away. So May 1st is Friday. So
Tomorrow, actually, I think.
Tomorrow's Tomorrow's May 1st?
Yeah, they dropped the 31st of April.
Oh, so yeah, May 1st is tomorrow then.
There you go.
Quite the start of the season. I can't believe we're already about to be in May.
I know, it's crazy. This has been a crazy year. Fun year, though.
Fun year, great year, and fast year so far.
Seriously, time flies. Having fun.
That's an old saying. That is 100% true.
And we're always having fun here on 103.5 WCCH.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. You're listening to Midday with the Raj.
So I covered all of MLB. We do got the NBA. Golden State's Game 5 tonight, 7:30 against the Rockets in Houston. Celtics, like I said, would win in 5 games. I think a lot of people knew that, though.
Yeah, you sniped that. Let's go.
And it's not really a major crazy prediction. A lot of people predicted that. So, but, I knew that was coming. The Magic aren't really that good. So, and the other part about them is they're very dirty. And I think that could tell the story during the series where they were pretty dirty the entire series. Clearly, when it came to hurting people. So, and, now they got to deal with a long offseason. So, and the Celtics will be playing the winner of the Pistons and the Knicks. So, now the Cavaliers will be playing the Pacers now since they beat the Bucks in the next round. So, and the Celtics are going to be waiting the Pistons or Knicks. So, Pat, who do you think Beantown's taking on?
Ooh, that's a good question here. Who's up in that one right now? Is it Pistons up?
Yes. No, Knicks up 3-2.
Knicks up 3-2. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping the Knicks win it just because I feel like I always like a New York versus Boston series. I'll say the Knicks take it in 6. I think they close it out in the next one.
Knicks taking 6.
Knicks in 6, baby.
Knicks in 6. All right.
Just the kicks.
Game 6 is tomorrow in Detroit because Detroit forced the Game 6. And the Denver Nuggets Game 6 against the Clippers are tomorrow night as well.
And what's that series at?
Nuggets 3-2.
I'm going to say the Nuggets take that one.
Yeah, and maybe tonight's the Lakers and Timberwolves as well. Maybe this might be the last time, or who knows what's next for LeBron after
Don't
this.
say that. Don't say that.
Who
we
knows?
need Bron back.
Who knows? I mean, I agree with you, though. I mean, I'd have LeBron keep playing. He's been tremendous, outstanding. So
no, honestly though, it's crazy that he's still performing at that level. It's insane.
Well, star-driven player that's just been great for so many years. So I don't think I need to say that much more. But we got Warriors, Rockets, Timberwolves, Lakers, and Knicks, Pistons, and Nuggets, Clippers. I say, you know what? I say that the Knicks end up winning Game 6, and I think the Nuggets are going to take it as well. I hope Golden State ends it tonight, so then we can just move on. And then Timberwolves and Lakers. I say the Lakers force a Game 6. I don't think they're gonna go down that easy. So,
yeah, but I'm gonna say I think the T-Wolves might pull this one out. Honestly,
T-Wolves in 5.
This might be like the passing of the torch because who's their star young guy?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
This might be a little bit of the taking the crown, so to speak, from the king.
Maybe, I don't know yet. But
good to see a new face up there. Maybe
we'll see. But no, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens tonight and to see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, Celtics are waiting for the Knicks and Pistons, and the Milwaukee Bucks, or not the Milwaukee Bucks, the Indiana Pacers will be taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the upcoming stages, I believe that should be coming soon. Actually, that series starts on Sunday. So, I don't know, Pat. Cavs number 1 seed against the Pacers. I think Eastern Conference Finals is going to be Cavs Celtics. I think so. That's my pick. Honestly, I don't see why not. So,
yeah, I might have to follow that.
But I am going to go to my first break, and then we'll come back, talk a little more NBA, and then we'll get into NFL draft review, like me and Pat said. Stay tuned with Midday with the Raj on the best of variety of 103.5 WCCH.
Let's go.
We'll be back in 5 and all Star Wars music today.
Woo.
And welcome back to Midday with the Raj. That was Anakin versus Obi-Wan, Star Wars Episode 3, and Duel of the Fates, Star Wars Episode 1. I'm only playing Star Wars music today because I'm going to see Star Wars Revenge of the Sith's 20th anniversary tonight in the movies. So that's the only reason why I have Star Wars music this week. Now, back to the show, but first we are getting to a PSA. Take Charge. This is a free one-on-one support program to help people 18 plus resilience develop coping skills, manage stress, and connect individuals with existing community resources. Are you feeling sad, anxious, overwhelmed, stressed out, need help breaking the cycle? Join Take Charge today and get the help you need. Register the QR code here. If you are interested in learning more, please call Starvos at 413-256-0473. That's 413-256-0473. EXT201 or email talus@starvis.org. What do you got on that, Pat?
There you go. Sounds like a pretty good organization.
Sounds interesting, too.
Yep.
So we're going to finish up a little bit of NBA, and then we're going to go to NFL draft review. So, Pat, what do you think's going to happen with the rest of these series? Name it.
All right, I'm going to go right down the line here. Here we go. Celtics, Knicks. Bam. Book it. I'm going to say Timberwolves, Warriors. Book it. And Thunder, Nuggets. Book it. Everyone else, nice try. Better luck next year.
I like the way
Check, please.
I like the way you're thinking there, Pat.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Anything different?
Honestly, I'm probably going to have to go with the Wolves. I mean, I want to see the Lakers face the Warriors again. That'd be so sick. But in order to do that, they have to come back down 3-1, which can be very difficult.
That's tough.
Although LeBron has done that before in his career against my team, which we won't talk about. But, we'll see what happens. But I'd like to see Lakers Warriors. But it's going to be probably Timberwolves Warriors and Thunder Nuggets. And on the east side of things, Celtics Knicks and Cavs Pacers. So
there you go.
We are going to get to the NFL now. I think we've all been waiting for this. The draft review, unless you want me to do the draft day movie review, even though I've seen the movie a bunch of times. But,
oh, yeah, draft day movie review first, which I forgot to see it. Hand up.
That's all right. I saw it.
Give us the rundown.
I love the movie. I've seen it a bunch of times. It's a great movie. It's one of my favorite sports movies. It's about the Cleveland Browns. They ended up trading for the number 1 pick, and they ended up passing on the number 1 pick. That would have been Bo Callahan, and they took Vontae Mack, linebacker, Ohio State, over Bo Callahan out of the University of Wisconsin. Obviously, this wasn't real because this was just a movie, but it's a great movie. And then they ended up trading to get Ray Jennings, the running back, as well. And then they got punt returner and in return, David Putney was his name. It's just a great movie in general. I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite sports movies. If you want to go watch it, it is on Peacock for any of you out there that have Peacock streaming service. It is on there as we speak. So, but no, it's a great movie. It's one of my favorite sport movies.
Yeah, draft day gets slept on. I feel like Vontae Mack, no matter what, right?
Yeah, that was great.
And no one went to Bo Callahan's birthday party. I remember that.
Nope. No one did not go to...
Major red flag. Not a team player.
I guess not. But now on to the actual real draft that happened in real life.
Yes.
So on the NFL draft review, draft class, Will Campbell, LSU, offensive lineman, Travian Henderson, running back, Ohio State, Kyle Williams, wide receiver, Washington State. Wilson, center. We got Ceresis, and then we got I'm just naming all the players you guys got.
Yep.
You got Joshua Farmer, D tackle, FSU. Samson. We got. Just looking at everybody else, and yeah, I mean, I just named some key players. But Pat, what do you think for the Pats? How do you think they did draft-wise?
I gotta say, I think it was a really productive draft for the Pats. We talked about it a lot in the weeks leading up to it. Hunter ended up going a little bit earlier. I think he went,
Trade with the Jaguars.
Yeah, second overall. So he was off the board, so that kind of took that option right off the table. I like the Will Campbell pick. Get a big boy up front, protect Drake May. And then in the second and third rounds, you get him some weapons, too. You get Travion Henderson out of Ohio State, the Ohio State University. And then you got Kyle.
Reminded me of Key and Peele there.
Then you got Kyle Williams giving him someone to throw the ball to out of Washington State. So I don't know as much about the guys in the later rounds, but, well, they shored up the offensive line again with Jared Wilson out of Georgia. So I think it's a pretty successful draft for the Pats, honestly. Building around Drake May. That's what it's all about here. I like the Will Campbell pick especially.
How do you think Will Campbell's going to turn out? Honestly, I think he's going to be a dog.
Me too. Yeah, coming out of LSU, he's already battle-tested, faced a lot of great teams in college, so you hope it can transfer over. Pats can coach him up a little bit, too.
No, for sure. I think the schemes are going to go well as well. I think the Celtics. The Pats are going to have a good season. And you know what? One thing that kind of bothered me?
What?
These two girls, if you remember watching the draft, they went out and they were saying when the date of the schedule was supposed to be released. But they took like 10 minutes on screen time. And I was like, just why, dude? Like, I mean, no one cares. And, like, you're just wasting everyone's time. Like,
they had to get that ad revenue in.
And if all you really wanted to say, if you were going to do that, then you might as well mention the schedule, bro. Like, don't just, like oh, yeah. The schedule's coming out.
Maybe they were delaying.
I mean,
maybe a team
why,
didn't have their pick ready. They were trying to give them a little extra time. You don't know.
That could be possible as well, but it's just a waste of time in my book. So I don't know. I just thought personally, I thought that was dumb. I thought it was a waste of time, but no. I think the Pats had a good draft. I think that they're ready to go for the season. I mean, I think a lot of people ask this question like, "Oh, who won the draft?" Blah 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 blah. But you can't say that until anyone plays to the start of the season. Like you can't say, "Oh yeah, this team had." I mean, you can, but what I'm saying is you can't say that. But we gotta wait till they actually play in the regular season, Pat. Like,
yeah, you never know. There might be some busts.
Gotta let them settle in. Like, I mean, but no, I think this is gonna be a fun year. I just can't wait for the NFL come back. Although that's when we're back in school, so that's when I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you know who's not a bust and is a proven star player?
What?
DJ Daymen T, and he's watching in right now.
Oh,
hey, shout out DJ Daymen T.
I was actually looking for DJ Daymen T.
Holding it down.
Maybe I gotta get a word with you after the show, DJ.
Yeah.
So,
oh wait, he's coming in the booth right now, live.
Actually, I have a question for you, DJ Daymen T.
All right, live on air.
I gotta go to work, but I'll talk to you about the Celtics.
Oh, all right, here, take my mic.
What I really was about to ask you was, would you like to come on the show next week?
I am gonna try to plan on doing so, but this is a little drop-in spot right now.
Go for it.
So, how about them Celtics?
Giddy up.
Celtics moving on to the next round. I've been rocking my Celtics gear around school for like 2 days now.
I noticed yesterday you were rocking the Celtics
That's
gear.
right.
A little bit of class with that, and they ended up winning in 5, like I predicted.
It seemed like it was close, and then I blinked, and they were up by like 30.
The third quarter, they popped off.
It was really fun to watch.
They had a big time third quarter.
Yeah.
So I think that's what really kicked things up a notch, and they just started grounding and pounding. So
banging out those threes,
yeah,
they kind of fell asleep on the threes for a minute.
Honestly, I think the Magic were so dirty, dude. Like
those first few games, 100%.
They were they kept continuously going as well. But I think that they were a very dirty team.
Yeah, I mean, I think they cleaned it up a little bit towards,
But, honestly, a lot of teams have done this over the years. They're like, oh, we want Boston, blah, 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 blah.
And then
blah,
they
blah,
got
blah,
Boston.
And then they get whooped, like, a few days later. So, like, I mean, they talk all this, and then they can't back it up.
I mean, I feel like the game plan was, like, let's just hurt their star players.
That's what it was. You have Porzingis bleeding on the floor. You have Tatum out for a game. They had a problem with Jaylen Brown as well.
But
so,
you got to love Porzingis with the smile on his face as he was leaving with the blood rolling down.
You see what Mazzulla said? Mazzulla's like, I like to see that. Or something like that. But, no. I don't know. Celtics, I'm predicting Celtics-Knicks. I think the Knicks take game 6.
I was just going to ask you, Detroit or Knicks?
Knicks, Celtics, Battle of Boston and New York. And then I think the Nuggets will take care of the Clippers and face the Thunder. Then we got Cavs and Pacers. And then on the west side of things, I think the Timberwolves will face Golden State. I would like to see the Lakers make a little bit of a comeback, make it a little interesting.
Make it interesting at least.
Maybe make it to a Game 6 at least. If even better, maybe force a Game 7. LeBron's been in this situation before where he's been down 3-1 against my team and came back. So it's possible, but it's got to start tonight. So. But other than that, no. Playoffs are rolling for both the NBA and NHL.
Celtics are going to get a long rest, and you never know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't think the Celtics would be playing until next week.
Yeah, they're going to get a long rest, and so I'm guessing that's probably going to be a good thing. At least that's my optimism because there was so many. I mean, Tatum missed the first playoff game in like 114 playoff games or something like that. Because they hurt him so bad.
That's what Pat said last week, though. You don't want to force anything on a guy. If he's not feeling 100%, and especially with all the plethora of superstars the Celtics have, you don't want to push anything.
Such a deep team. Like, such a deep bench, that
best
team.
roster in the NBA by far.
It is really awesome, because you want to bite your nails when somebody goes down, especially, most teams just have a big 3, a big 4, like one of your big guys goes down. No, we got somebody like Pritchard who's going to get out there and still, sink buckets,
Payne Pritchard is a bucket, though. He's really good.
Yeah.
I remember he's had a few half-court shots in the past, and they've been pretty wildly intense.
You've picked your next round. Who do you pick overall?
Honestly, I mean, I'm a Golden State fan. I'm not gonna not stay positive on my team, but they got to keep cruising. They got to keep rolling. I'd like to win tonight, eliminate the Rockets, get rid of the 2 seed, and move on from there and wait for the Timberwolves and Lakers. I mean, I don't waste any time. Go out and win tonight. Don't give them hope so they can force a Game 6.
I am predicting defending, reigning champions.
The Celtics will be in the East. I think the Cavaliers aren't going to stand a chance. I mean, I know they're the number 1 seed. And
how would Paul Heyman say it? The reigning, defending, undisputed NBA world champions, the Boston Celtics.
Forgot the heavyweight part, but there's no heavyweight in that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I just talked about Pritchard. He's little.
But no, in other words, I mean, I think Celtics in the East. I'm going to stay positive on Golden State. I mean, stay positive, of course, but I think that tonight they take care of business and then go into the next series with a few days of rest would be nice because if they do end up winning, they'll get some days off as well. So I like to see how that plays out tonight. Win tonight and then focus on whoever you play next. But you got to take care of business tonight. It's not going to be easy. I think Dylan Brooks is a jerk. And Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler have a serious issue with him. And a lot of people in the NBA I've heard are not a fan of Dylan Brooks. So see how that plays out tonight. But DJ Daymen T said the Celtics on the west side, I don't know quite surely yet. I'm still going to stay positive on Golden State. If I had to pick an actual series to be realistic, it'd probably be Celtics Thunder.
Oh.
So, most likely, because, I mean, I like the Nuggets. I'd like to see Jokic take down the number 1 seed Thunder, but I don't know. Because, I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander's okay. Honestly, the NBA is going to hand Gilgeous-Alexander it to make more money but for the MVP, but it really should be Jokic. Every single game, the dude's dropping triple-doubles. So, I don't know how he wouldn't be in that favorite. But, of course, they're going to choose ads and money and this and that over everything. So
It's all business and politics, my friend.
That's kind of how
For the sake of fanaticism, I hope that your Golden State continues to keep going. And maybe we'll have a fun
rematch from
a fun
3 years
back
ago.
and forth, a little tit for tat.
Maybe Celtics Warriors
in a couple of weeks here.
Rematch from 2022, maybe.
It has been a pleasure being on your show this afternoon. I'm going to go earn that $1.
Go for it.
Because I am not a famous basketball player.
I'm earning the $1 now. And
there you go.
Earning the $1 Friday and Saturday at BK. So.
Thank you very much for having me on your show. What show am I on?
Midday with the Raj. If you would like to come on the show next week, just shoot me an email.
Sounds good.
Hey, shout out DJ Daymen T. Holding it down.
I plan on having
usual.
DJ Gingy on the show next Wednesday. So if you want to come on the show.
Let's go. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
Let's go. Crossovers of the century. Giddy up.
Giddy up, baby. Giddy up, boy. Get it up. But no, on top of that, Pat, you said Celtics. On the west side, what do you think?
I like it. I know I'm trying not to go chalk with the I guess the Celtics aren't chalk too. I wouldn't be surprised the Nuggets, honestly, again with the Joker man.
You think Nuggets are going to go all the way?
But Warriors, too, they came out big in this series. If they can make it past the Rockets, I wouldn't be surprised.
They're going to.
I would not be surprised to see them go all the way. See, the Thunder, they're definitely a talented team, but they're still really young, I feel like. I don't know if they've really been battle-tested enough to go all the way.
So you think that they're a little too young to handle the Nuggets? I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're a pretty balanced team. But
True.
But on the side of it, you think that the Nuggets could maybe get to that circumstance?
It's kind of similar with the Cavs on the Eastern Conference, where, like, very strong team. You don't become the number one seed from nothing, but not really, like, time-tested, true, proven team.
So, like, you think they have a little more to offer?
They got more to prove, I think.
So, yeah. And, I think the Nuggets on the side of it, too. Jokic is just an amazing superstar. So, I mean, like I said, it's all about money. It's all about politics. They're just going to... More just the money, though. I mean, they're going to give the MVP probably to Gilgeous-Alexander, but in my book, if I was the owner of the NBA, Nikola Jokic would be winning it by far.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about you, but that's just my personal opinion.
Nah, I hear you on that. I think they want to get someone new in there.
Now, onto the NFL with the New York Giants, who they drafted. What do we got? They drafted Abdul Carter from Penn State, defensive end, and then they also took Jackson Dart. They took... I have their entire class right in front of me. So you know what the best part about it is, Pat? I have it right here, bro.
All right, there we go.
So
yeah, you're going to have to carry the load
Carter,
on this one.
We got Jackson Dart out of Mississippi. We got Darius Alexander, D tackle. I'm probably going to pronounce this college wrong, so I don't want to do that. Cameron Scadbo, running back, Arizona State. We got Marcus Midbow, Thomas Fidden from... We got Marcus Midbow from Purdue, Thomas Fidden from Nebraska, tight end. And we also have as well Kyrie Black, cornerback, Oklahoma State. That was the Giants' draft class for 2025.
All right, so knee-jerk reaction. What are you thinking?
Pretty good draft.
All right.
Giants needed to make some splashes. They made some splashes. And I'm glad that they took Abdul Carter, dude. That was huge. That boosts our defense too, Pat. The Giants have other needs, though. I mean, they continuously kept taking, another couple of what's it called? More linemen. But they needed to take, I think they needed to take more offensive linemen, more linemen would be helpful, on the offensive side. I don't want to have to, defensive side, we boosted that pretty well. And offensively, you always can use backup. And it's like what Pat said as well. More help, the more the merrier, right, Pat? You said last week, the more help you get, the better it is.
There you go.
And I think what Pat said was key, though. You never can have more help anywhere. You always could.
Yeah, the depth is key. It's like what Daymen T was saying with the Celtics. Look at them. They're deep. It's not just about the top stars. Everybody plays a role on the team.
Everyone has a part to play.
The team, as I've always said.
And, yeah, it's like what Pat said for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I can go on even more in depth. Pat's right. It's all about the team.
The team, baby. There's no I in team. I'll tell you that much.
And there's no one person. Everyone has a part to play. So
Facts.
It's like what Pat said. How can anyone have a part to play if you don't grind everyone else out? You got to come together as a unit. So Shout out Pat for that, and that's great knowledge. Pat's had a good draft as well. Giants had a pretty good draft. I'm looking forward to the season. NBA playoffs full swing. NHL having a great time so far with that. All in, and of course MLB's young season. So, but on top of that, Giants had a good draft. I liked the whole drafting Abdul Carter. I think a lot of people had that coming as well, though. I think people knew that Abdul Carter was going to be a Giant. I mean, a lot of people. My friend was like, either way, you're getting a good player. So, and I was like, no, for sure. And then taking Jackson Dart, trading back at 25 and taking Jackson Dart from Ole Miss. See how he does in the quarterback spot. Having Russell Wilson and Jameis there to help him as well will be interesting and cool to see how the Giants manage that. Getting more help on the defensive side was big. Drafting another D tackles as well. Taking an offensive tackle. Take all the help we can get. But, key thing is health. You got to stay healthy during the season as well. I think me and Pat have covered that a bunch of times. Health is the key. I don't want to say anything now, but I don't want to see in the first 2 games that Abdul Carter is down and out and grabbing his knee, or something happens with the Pats with Will Campbell or something like that. You just never know. But like Pat has said mostly though, health is key. So I've liked the draft though. It was cool. Getting pretty good draft picks. And Pat, what's your opinion on Shedeur Sanders? I didn't really think I put this.
Yeah.
Fall into the 5th round of the Browns.
Yeah. See, I didn't really follow all the pre-draft drama, so to speak. But I will say, it was starting to be big news, not just in the NFL, but just kind of in general. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I think based on what I saw, he maybe made some mistakes in the pre-draft interview. But it is kind of wild to see a talented player fall that far. Because at one point, I think he was projected 1st or 2nd round.
I projected him going. A lot of people had him going in the 1st round.
It's a little bit crazy. What do you think about it?
I think it's weird.
Was the collusion amongst the owners?
You know what I think what's connected to it is the whole Bo Callahan thing.
A character problem.
Except
maybe.
Bo Callahan didn't go in the 5th round. He went 7 overall to the Seahawks. So I think it had a little slight connection to the movie. I was definitely shocked that he went number 5th round. In the 5th round for the Browns, though. Now, the Browns made a good trade earlier in the draft when Travis Hunter went to Jacksonville. Because they got some draft picks coming up in the upcoming years, and they got a good lineman.
That might just end up being the steal of the draft right there.
That's another thing as well. And remember I told you this for weeks, that trades are always a huge thing? I said that to you. I think I know you know that, though. But back to the point. You know who the Miz is in WWE, right? He's a huge Cleveland Browns fan. And the minute they traded that pick to Jacksonville, you should have saw his face. Picture of his face on the plane. He was like this.
Oh, wow.
And there was someone sitting next to him. And they were like...
Oh, my God.
Well, and I would be too, though. You had Travis Hunter right in your hands, but then they might have had possibly maybe the steal of the draft and got upcoming draft picks in the upcoming years as well. So...
Yeah, right off the top of my head, I feel like the majority of the time, the team who trades down ends up winning the trade. Just because it's just a lot of... It's kind of like putting all your eggs in one basket a lot of times when those teams trade up. Because they value those top draft picks more than maybe anything in the league. Because you're getting potentially a star at a discounted price. So I'd prefer to be the team, I think, that trades back. And you get a couple more picks out of it, personally.
I mean, I think it makes a little bit of a difference, depending on how the guy does in the years coming, though. I mean, how their pick does in the upcoming years.
I'm thinking of the RG3 draft where, I feel like the Rams gave up, or the I don't even know, the Commanders now gave up, almost their entire, team to go up and draft him, and he was only there for a couple of years. So you can kind of set your franchise back if it doesn't work out. I get it's a risk, but I don't know.
Maybe it's a risk you're willing to take. I mean, depending on how it goes in the next few years. And my thing is, too, see how the guy does in the NFL. And then depends on who you get in the next few years in the upcoming draft. I never thought Shedeur Sanders was going in the 5th round.
No, that was low.
I was thinking 1st round at best. Not a single team took him. A team, someone prank called him as well. You saw that? He got prank called as well.
Oh, that is so dirty. I didn't see that.
Abdul Carter got prank called as well too. We found out about that today.
Oh my God, that's evil. Imagine if it was just their friend being hey, you want a pizza?
My friend's like, is Travis Hunter next? Wouldn't be shocked because those 2 guys got prank called. Maybe he did too.
Yeah.
I mean, but
You got to think with the falling down, though, to the 5th round. I feel like once it made it out of maybe the 2nd round and it's like, okay, no one's taken him yet, then I think the teams in the league might have been like, all right, well, there's got to be a reason why nobody took him. And then it's just like the fall continues from there. Still crazy. 5th round is low for a talent like that.
You're saying like kind of like the fallout?
Yeah, like once he fell out of the 1st round, it's like, okay, a little weird. 2nd round,
what's next?
Right. And then he just keeps going because people are not going to be the team that goes, all right, I want to take a chance on this guy.
No, exactly. No, for sure. And honestly, I just can't believe he fell that far, though. I was expecting a little more than that, Pat. He didn't go in the 1st round, right? But I was expecting him to get, if he didn't go in the 1st round, at least expecting him to get picked the 2nd round 1st pick. Nowhere, I was never expecting in a million years for him to drop to round 5 out of all places. So, I mean, but yet again, it's the NFL draft. These things happen all the time. And he was patient. He waited. It took a while. And then he got picked. And a friend of mine texted me the day before he got picked. Is he going to go undrafted?
Yeah, it was starting to look like that.
That's what it was looking like a little bit. And I was like, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
He must still be happy he got drafted, though.
Oh, of course,
my God.
Obviously. But I'm sure he wanted it way earlier. But, it is what it is. No, I thought I would just get your intake on that whole story and situation. So we do have about 5 minutes. I'll wrap up the show now so I can finish out the last 2 songs. I have the main title for, I believe it's New Hope or Empire Strikes Back, one of the two. And then The Throne Room and New Hope for the last song. So stay tuned. We got, I believe it's one more episode next week, and hopefully I can be back next semester. But next week I plan to have hopefully DJ Daymen T, he comes on, and I'm expecting hopefully DJ Gingy on as well.
Let's go, Powerhouse.
Stay tuned for Midday with the Rod next week on 103.5 WCCH. Have a good one.
Peace.